What up, everyone? This is Mr. Lord, Dr. Professor, Dark Joker, here with another edition of Traditional Fans with Opinions, where I'll give my reviews for whoever I watched, read, or played today. And who are Traditional Fans with Opinions? That is myself, and that is you, the viewers. With all that being said, on with the reviews. The Secrets of Skinwalker Ranch, Season 6, Episode 12. So in this one, the team does all these tests on the ceramic material that they found in the mesa, and so they find that there's some of the materials that are used for spaceships are found within the ceramic. That basically it's very tough despite being very light. So it has a high amount of strength despite being relatively light, which is something that spacecraft do like to use because they don't want to be too heavy or else they can't leave the ground. And so then there's something with the heat, so I guess the drill bit was welded or fused almost basically to the drill rod, and there was nothing that showed some temperature anomaly, nothing sensed. It was probably at such one, probably maybe it was at 1 point or something, and they just couldn't read it due to how small the area that temperature difference was. So yeah, honestly, there is some form of anomaly, temperature anomaly within the mesa that they just can't read right now. But with as far as these tests, I liked how these tests were done. How they were able to do it. So yeah, I like this episode. Looking forward to the next one. Reborn as a vending machine, I now wander the dungeon. Season 2, Episode 8. So in this one, the transfer circle is fixed. So Bear, Kikoyu, and Kikoyu's monsters, they return to the clear flows Lake Strom. But when Lami, Boxo, and Hulumi try to use it, they end up in the Dark Forest stratum. So it's revealed that Kirill put a malfunction spell on top of Boxo, and that's why it went wrong. Basically, and they're stuck in the Dark Forest stratum until the transfer circle recharges. So all the trees in the village and one of the villages in the stratum, they look like humans. Then in a forest nearby, fortress. They find Shui, Hivi, and some hunters. Find off some fiends. So after they rejoin them, Boxo gives them food. And it's revealed that the trees are people that were transformed by the Straum's Lord into trees, and the Lord looks like a giant tree. So they meet on the Straum's Director Dark. Basically, he's he's like some dark humanoid creature being, and he's like a very funny personality. So yeah, so basically then the whole group starts destroying monsters, and then Bear arrives with Kikoyu, her monsters, Shime, Yubai, and the Bear Cats. So, then yeah, so when they then they learn that one of the village commanders is a woman who works for the Netherlord. Now that she's captured with, you know, Kiwi tricks her to see him as the Netherlord, and uses it as a trigger to revealing what her motive is. And it's learned that Kirill's group, they came through this round before. Then Director Dark knocked TV out because Evie's true addiction was getting the better of him. So the group decides to make the humanoids turn back into people. So yeah, I really like this. So like they were introducing with this Netherlord and all trees and stuff, like the humor in it. So yeah, I really like this episode. Looking forward to the next one. Clevatess episode 8. So in this one, so Alicia's group is cornered, and Phil and Peter's parents they stop like them from destroying the windmill that Alicia's hiding in. So since basically so Mark, who's like basically their father, tells Alicia that yeah, it's very basically some of the dangers that occur in the Darklands. And then Mark then convinces all his villagers to stand down, but he is wounded by Maynard. So Alicia fights off Maynard, but she's infected by the venom, and then yeah, so then basically all yeah then there's a whole fight happens. Maynard summons a scorpion. Alicia gets knocked in the wither. Then Glenn summons Regalia, which allows Alicia to like kill all the bugs and defeat Maynard. And then yeah, he reveals to Alicia that Dr. Demon King is helping Dorel. So that should lead to next week as like, okay, which Demon King is it? Is it the guy mentioned in a previous episode, or is it someone else? Because I can't remember exactly how many uh, demon lords there are. If it ever explains, if it is specified, I don't know. But yeah, I really like this episode. Looking forward to the next one. New Saga episode 8. So in this one, um, so Kyle and Kyle and Miranda try to investigate, what's the deal with the demons, like what are they doing there, and then like there's these thugs that surround like uh Go's house. Basically, it's real. They're hunting Go, but they're fought off. And Go mentioned that there have been a bunch of multiple kidnappings that have happened. And like the kidnappers go to escape when the demon attacks the house. Now, Governor Bax is like the prime suspect, but the Bax's mansion is burned to the ground. Bax has disappeared. So yeah, so Miranda's I believe that Bax did not. Bax like she believes that Bax set the fire to destroy evidence. And Kyle remembers like Miranda's words from the future, where she mentioned, I guess while drunk, that the reason she's so cool now is because she had like a lover who died, and she blamed herself for it. And she never said the name, but Kyle just realized that it's Gaz's who is also missing. So yeah. Then here he remembers Miranda mentioning something about a secret tunnel. Um yeah. That she didn't know about till Bax was already dead. So yeah, so it looks like Kyle's gonna try to find the tunnel, try to save gases, try to figure out what's actually going on. But yeah, I really like this episode. Liked all the stuff with the demons that they're setting up. Stuff with the governor. So yeah, I really like this episode. Looking forward to the next one. Rising of the Shield Hero, Season 4, Episode 7. So in this one, Naofumi, Raftalia, and Sedina, they arrive in Windlow, and then basically they start a revolution, and they'll destroy the barrier, allowing the rest to get in. So yeah, so basically, yeah, so basically, everyone like gets there. So, yeah, now for me gets a new shield. Then, Earlhart's like reunites with his master. But yeah, this progressed very quick, very quick. So like, yeah, I don't know if there's supposed to be more, but this is like very quickly paced. Overall, like I thought it was a decent episode. Looking forward to the next one. Metal Teacher Nube 2025, episode 8. So in this one, so one of the students named Akira likes to invent stuff. So invent stuff, stuff goes wrong, so it goes right. So he creates an animal translator which allows this character named Noro and to talk to her rabbit Shiro. Yeah. Now something goes wrong there. One Shiro dies, and then Akira just tries to so he had started using this like download some like demon tablet thing to like get better with his inventions. And so he leans into that thing more to like create something that could resurrect Shiro, which somewhat fails, but more resurrects him as an AI. But they're able to stop it. Like Nube's able to help stop it, and then Kira like breaks free of the influence of that thing. So yeah, so Kira like basically using the lesson Noob taught of failure being a good way to lead to learn from the lead to success. He gets re-encouraged to work on his inventions, which he wants to like help people with. So yeah, I really like this episode. I like the inventions. Like how we're gradually getting more of like the students. I guess time goes by. But yeah, I really like this episode. Looking forward to the next one. And that's it. Did y'all like the stuff I reviewed? And if you have your own opinions about all that, you can put all that in the comments. Thank you for watching, and like, subscribe, and all that. And look forward to the next video.